Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Science 5, Quarter 1, Module 2, Lesson 2. Milk-based. Our topic for today is about changes in materials and its effect on the environment. Again, this is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start. From time to time, changes in our environment occur because of natural and human factors. Such human factors include air, water, and land pollution, deforestation, emission of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other harmful gases. The changes that materials undergo have important role in our day-to-day activities. Not all changes that take place in materials are good. Some are harmful and even dangerous. Let's try to do this activity. Directions: identify what will happen to the objects when heat is applied. Match the materials in column A to the products in column B. Number 1. Fish. Letter C. Dried fish. Number 2. Wood. The answer is A. Charcoal. Number 3. Sugar. The correct answer is E. Syrup. Number 4. Egg. The answer is boiled egg, letter B. And number 5, bread. The answer is letter D, toasted bread. Good job, kids! This time, let's have another. Directions: the following materials undergo either physical or chemical change. Identify whether the change in the materials shows good or bad effects on the environment. Let's see the first one. Old tires made into garden pots. Is it good or bad? Of course, it's good. Number 2, burning of dry leaves. The answer is bad. Number 3, cutting century-old trees. Bad. Number 4, cutting fabrics or clothes. The answer is good. The last one, decaying unsegregated waste. The answer is bad. Let's learn. Changes in materials can cause a good or a bad effect in the environment. Some changes in materials are good for the environment. Composting, recycling, and the use of technology are some examples of the good effects of the changes in materials. Composting is a way of decomposing plant or animal matter into fertilizer. Recycling helps lessen garbage by reusing them like plastic, styrofoam, old tires, and vapor. Evaporation and condensation are forms of physical change in matter. Evaporation is a crucial part of the water cycle. Evaporation happens when a liquid turns into a gas. It can be easily visualized when rain puddles disappear, on a hot day, or when wet clothes dry in the sun. In these examples, the liquid water is not actually vanishing. It is evaporating into a gas called water vapor. While condensation is the process of gaseous water or water vapor turning into liquid water. Some changes in matter may result in negative effects like pollution, destruction of habitat, and loss of lives. Improper disposal of garbage, harmful chemicals, and human waste can cause changes. It can pollute air, land, and water. Burning of garbage materials releases dangerous toxic chemicals and gases that contribute to the intense greenhouse effect that may lead to global warming. Smoke from the burning of fuels can cause air pollution. Cutting down trees is also harmful to our environment. It affects the quality of air that we breathe. It causes a rapid change in the temperature and in turn changes the weather patterns, which leads to other environmental concerns. Throwing into the river the detergents used for washing the clothes makes the river become polluted because these contain toxic substance. Polluted water kills living organisms like fish and water plants. When land is dumped with garbage, the land becomes polluted. If this happens, the polluted land will serve as the breeding places for pests that carry germs, hence dangerous to human health. We have to do our share in maintaining a healthy environment. We must avoid too much use of electricity and gasoline. We must also avoid burning rubber tires and plastics. Practices that will produce acid rain, increase global temperature, or deplete the ozone layer must be minimized. No matter how big or small the contribution you give, what matters most is you've made a difference for our environment. Let's have another activity with what's more. Directions: identify which bad effect to the environment results from the following changes in matter. Choose the letter of the best answer. A. Air pollution. B. Deforestation. C. Soil pollution. Or D. Water pollution. Number 1. Illegal logging of trees. The answer is letter B. Deforestation. Number 2. Burning of wood. The answer is letter A. Air pollution. Number 3. Using plant insecticides spray. The answer is soil pollution. 4. Dumping rusted tin cans in the sea. The answer is D. Water pollution. And number 5. Making forest areas into a residential lot. Number 5. The answer is B. Deforestation. Activity number 2. Directions. Write yes if the change in matter in each number has a good effect on the environment, and no if it has a bad effect. Number 1. Burning of dry leaves. The answer is no. Number 2. Stitching holes on clothes. The answer is yes. Number 3. Rotting of fruits and vegetables. No. Number 4. Decomposing of garbage at the canal. No. And last, number 5. Emission of unfiltered gas from factories. The answer is no. Good job, kids! Activity number 3. The following are activities whereby materials undergo change. As a grade 5 learner, how will you change these activities in order to have a good effect on the environment? Number 1. You have a loaf of bread which was not eaten for 2 weeks already. When your mother checked the bread, she saw some molds on it. Your mother threw these breads inside the trash bin together with the other non-biodegradable waste materials. What is the possible answer? I will tell my mother to use the bread for composting. Number 2. At home, you have a pile of tin cans with rust. Your brother dumped these tin cans in the land at your backyard. What is the possible answer? I will tell my brother to recycle the tin cans. Number 3. Your family went to the beach. While swimming, you and your cousins used shampoo and rinsed it in the sea. What is the possible answer? I will tell my cousins not to rinse their hair in the sea. Number 4. Your father is fond of reading news in the newspaper. Over the years, he has collected many piles of newspapers stocked in your house. Your mother sees these newspapers as something that occupies space in the house, so she has decided to burn all this. What is the possible answer? I will tell my mother to sell the newspaper instead of burning it. Number 5. Mang Kanor has poultry. He always throws the chicken manure into the river at the back of his house. What is the possible answer? I will tell Mang Kanor to use chicken manure for fertilizer. Now let's see what you have learned from our lesson today. Directions: express your understanding of the lesson in this module by supplying the blanks in the following sentences with a word or a phrase. I learned that heat application in matter results to either chemical change and physical change. The presence or absence of combustion has various effects on matter. common examples are burning and rusting. Fire will continue its flame provided that there is continuous supply of fuel, oxygen, and heat. In the absence of oxygen, there will be no fire or flame that will occur. Another example of change in the material when oxygen is present is rusting. Rust is formed when iron and oxygen react with water or air moisture. Some changes in matter may result to good or bad effects on the environment. We have to do our share in maintaining healthy environment. We must avoid too much use of electricity and gasoline. We must also avoid burning rubber tires and plastics. Lastly, we must try to minimize practices that will produce acid rain, increase global temperature, or deplete the ozone layer. Good job, kids! This time, let's see what you can do. Directions: study the following objects. Determine the byproduct or result when the material is applied with heat. Remember, some examples of heat sources are the sun, burning fuel, electric heater, and human body. Caution: do not place the actual materials below in direct heat like fire. Okay, you can write your answer on your notebook. Number 1 is rubbing alcohol. Number 2, ice cubes. And number 3, chocolates. You can do it! Next activity is rusting a problem in your home. Find out 4 ways on how you can prevent rusting of materials that are made of iron. Make a list of it using the table shown below. Here are the ways to prevent rusting. Number 1, protective coatings. Number 2, galvanization. Number 3, use of stainless steel. And last, number 4, cathodic protection. Let's try to answer this one. Directions: list down activities that you can do with the following materials to save and protect the environment. Number 1, leftover food. If still edible, place in the refrigerator and reheat before eating. If not, use as food for the pets. If not for food, use for composting. Number 2, rusted tin cans. If it is still usable, paint to coat the can and recycle. And last, number 3, empty boxes. Reuse the boxes as containers or recycle them. And for our assessment, here is the directions. Study the following situations and identify what is likely to happen when the heat is applied to the object. Choose the answer inside the parentheses. Number 1. The melting of batter when left out in a warm room is an example of physical change. Number 2. An ice cream cone melting on a hot day is an example of physical change. Number 3. Charcoal burning on the grill is an example of chemical change. And number 4, frying an egg on a heated pan is an example of chemical change. Good job, kids! Letter B, directions. Choose and write the letter of the correct answer in your answer sheet. Number 1. The presence or absence of oxygen in the materials may result in A. The burning of the materials, B. The melting of the materials, C. The change in the materials, or D. No change in the materials. The correct answer is letter C. The change in the materials. Number 2. Iron, nails, cans, and other metals with iron when exposed to moisture may develop A. Dust, B. Rust, C. Heat, or D. Fuel. The correct answer is rust. Number 3. The inner part of the potatoes and apples change in color because of A. Water in it, B. Chemicals in it, C. Exposure to heat, or D. Exposure to oxygen. The correct answer is letter D. Exposure to oxygen. Number 4. The following activities cause a change in matter. Which of these has a bad effect on the environment? A. Slicing fruits, B. Sewing clothes, C. Peeling vegetables, or D. Breaking empty bottles of liquor. The correct answer is letter D. Breaking empty bottles of liquor. Number 5. The following are effects in the environment by the changes in matter. Which of these has a good effect on the environment? A. Air pollution, B. Composting, C. Deforestation, or D. Water pollution. The correct answer is letter B. Composting. Number 6. Many families use wood as fuel in cooking food. What is the bad effect on the environment on this activity? A. Deforestation, B. Air pollution, C. Land pollution, or D. Water pollution. The correct answer is letter B. Air pollution. Good job, kids! Let's have the last activity for this lesson. Directions. Study the activity below. Draw a happy face if it shows good effect on the environment and a sad face if not. Number 1, sewing of clothes. Happy face. Number 2, illegal cutting of trees for building houses. The correct answer is sad face. Number 3, throwing of plastic toys to the canals. The correct answer is sad face. Number 4, selling of old newspaper. Of course, happy face. And number 5, burning of tires. The correct answer is sad face. Okay, we're done with the lesson. Good job, kids. We're done with the lesson. Good job, kiddos. Again, our topic is about Science 5, Quarter 1, Module 2, Lesson 2, Melt Days. Again, it is about changes in materials and its effect on the environment. Again, this is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. See you!